Morning everyone, Carol here from Oak House Journals, and I'd like to share a journal with you today. If you are on Instagram, you may have seen some posts by a lovely German lady called Britta Martyrer, and oh my goodness, her work is amazing, and I've been a follower of hers for a wee while now, and I just love her work. Her attention to detail and her eye for colour is just stunning. And this is one of Britta's journals, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be able to show it to you. Britta isn't on YouTube, although I am going to try and persuade her to come on YouTube and join our community, because I'm sure you'd love to see more of her work. I'm just thrilled, absolutely thrilled and delighted by this gorgeous journal. So let me show you what's inside. First off, size-wise, it's 15 centimetres by 22 centimetres or 6 inches by 9. It's a two signature fabric covered journal. The material of the cover is just gorgeous, and then as you can see, she's done this layering with a doily, some open gauge linen type fabric which she's coffee stained, some book page, this lovely image on the top, and then a fussy cut butterfly which she's used glossy accents on. I'm not sure if the camera can pick that up. Yeah, there you go, a little bit of the shine, and again on a Tracy Fox label. But look at these beautiful rusted safety pins, and then there's 3 tiny snippets of lace and this tiny silver bead cap on top, and then she's mimicked that down below here with the same, and it's just flipped over. Let me turn it over. It's just gorgeous. And then crocheted lace at the spine and a doily at the back with 2 journaling cards in, and I'll show you those in a moment. But actually, if I take it out, you can see how lovely this fabric is. Beautiful shot of green there, it's really nice, and beautiful bead bangles bead dangles for the signature threads, and as you can see, beautiful green there to marry up with the lovely colour satin ribbon. Then there's a couple of milky coloured faceted glass beads, and then a couple that are this lovely green pastel shade. And then from the side, there's this gorgeous green satin ribbon, very luxurious. And then if I hold it up to the camera, you can see just how lovely it looks from the side. So lots of lovely lace on the page edges, these 2 beautiful pieces of lace here. And then she's done some of the rustic page tabs with safety pins, rusted safety pins, faceted beads and pearls again. This one's got a silver flower charm. This one has got a tiny silver button charm. And then if I just flip this one up, this one has got the tiniest of little bees on it, and this one's got the tiny little butterfly, but absolutely lovely. I love that side look of the journal, and that looks so nice when it's up on my shelf, because this certainly is going to be much treasured and much loved. Britta, I love your work. So this gorgeous, stunning, thick lace pocket, and then these 2 journaling cards. Oh, before I get on to those, and Britta has obviously stamped the inside cover fabric to marry in with the colours inside the journal. So there's these 2 journaling cards. The first one's got lace and collaging on the image, and this feels almost like a fabric washi, this brown here. A tiny bit of script there, and then she's done some vellum windows which show through to the journaling card behind, and it just looks amazing. And this is obviously a book page image, but the clarity of the images It's just stunning, really clear, crisp, and just lovely. Even though it's blacks and browns and deep reds, it just is stunning. And then obviously that on top. And on the back of both is tea stained or coffee stained paper. And then throughout the journal, Britta has done this. It's almost like shadow stamping, but it isn't. What she's done is she's stamped with 2 different colours. But I love how subtle it's. This isn't a black, it is like a soft steel grey. And then she's done almost like a coffee coloured second print over the top. So it's just lovely. I love Britta's collaging and layering throughout. You know me, I love collaging, and in this journal it's amazing. But look at all this lovely layering here. It's just beautiful. And then there's a little disc here that says Handmade Original by Britta Martyra, and then this lovely tag. And I love how Britta has married up the colours. This is a rusted safety pin here at the top, not safety pin, bulb pin, with seed beads in amber and cream, which pick up the colours here and around the outside of the tag. And again, beautifully backed with coffee stained paper. So I'm going to try and stay in focus or in frame for you here, but it's a little bit big, as you can see, for me to try and capture it. This I thought was a fabric flip with a tea card on top, until I realised that Britta had printed this image onto canvas, and this is a rusted safety pin. Absolutely beautiful, and she's picked up the colour of the flowers in this little half pearl brad there. Just gorgeous. I'm not sure if that's a C.xx faux tea card or not, so Britta, maybe you could let me know whether that is, because that is beautiful. I love how you've done that. And this lovely doily coffee stained paper, just beautiful. I don't know again if you've done that yourself, Britta, but if you have, that's an amazing job, because it is beautifully clear and crisp. And then on the back you can actually see the warp and the weft of the canvas that you've used to print your doily with, or perhaps it's the plastic. Maybe there's a warp and a weft on the plastic doily that you used, but that shows through all the tea staining, coffee staining. Here there's an envelope flip out with a vintage image from a German book that Britta's put in there, botanical book. It's quite delicate, that, so I'm going to try and be careful as I pop it back into the envelope, she says. There we go. And then this is beautiful layering here on the envelope, and these are half pearls that are in the centre of the lace, which the colour picks up perfectly, the colour of the foxglove. Love this butterfly image, and again you get the ribbon picking up on the green of the leaves there, and then down the side you get this beautiful lace trim that is showing through from the page behind. Again, more of that lovely lovely stamping here that Britta's used, stenciling here, and that's a lovely detailed fine stencil. And then this is the collaging I was talking about. It's just gorgeous. I love how the green from the wallpaper is picked up in the green of the bird on the stamp, then on the label, and also on the grid paper. Beautiful. And it's just so subtly and delicately done. Gorgeous vintage page there. And look at this tag. Absolutely lovely. Fabric at the top and lace layering here. And then I think this was an idea that Wendy did. Well, I'm pretty sure that Wendy did with these coin protectors. And I think this is a C.xx faux tea card, which just sits in there and gives that lovely pop of colour on the tag. And I'm not sure actually if this is a coin protector. I didn't rush out and buy them for once when Wendy did her tutorial on these. So I don't know if this is a coin protector or whether Britta has used a die cut to create this and then put the acetate behind, because I don't know if you can pick up on there's acetate in that window. But I think she may well have done that, because this isn't very thick at all, and I think those coin protectors might have to be thick because of the depth of the coin. But it's beautiful, and I love how she's picked up the colour here in the beads that she's used to hold that tag onto the page. And of course you've got the yellow, picking up the yellow there. Absolutely wonderful. This is the first of the rustic lace page tabs. Beautiful. More stenciling. This is a vintage receipt dating back to 1988. Lovely. And look at this piece of ledger paper. Isn't that gorgeous? This obviously is a piece of vintage ledger paper, but it is lovely. You can feel the difference between the paper quality now and what they used to use. Then this lovely stenciling here with the lace. Oh, this is just amazing, this side tuck. The colours here are just so subtle. This periwinkle, almost blue colour of the flower here. It's not periwinkle, but I'm not sure what it is. And it just picks up with this lovely piece of fabric here. This blue in the Florentine paper and on the label. And then there's a bee stuck on it. And then Britta, thank you so much for this piece of original ephemera. That is absolutely gorgeous. So thank you. So this dates back to 16th of September 1929. And it's a German postcard. So thank you so much for that. I only have English O-level German, so I maybe might have to get a translator to work out what that is, but thank God for Google, eh? And the internet. So I'll see if I can read that later. Vintage music paper, more of the stamping, absolutely lovely. Observer book page. And this is the centre of the signature, 5-hole pamphlet stitch, and as you can see, these beautiful beads that she's used. And then this is a window envelope that she's used as a pocket. So that image is sealed in there, and then she's layered on top. And then this exquisite journaling card. And look how she's married up the blues with the ink and the pinks with the little label there. Just gorgeous. And it's a printed postcard on the back, or a printable postcard on the back. Just beautiful. And even the brown is picked up by the lace and the inking that she's done on the pages. More stamping. This is a vellum, printed vellum flip, and there's a lovely eyelet with some crinkled seam binding in the bottom there. Side tuck pocket, and again another journaling card with lace down the side. Britta, I absolutely love this journal. I really can't tell you how much I love it. It's just perfection. It really is. And the pink is picking up on that as well. And it just, everything just flows beautifully through this journal. More of that lovely, almost fabric washi, as I said. Another window journaling card here. And these fussy cut images and labels popped on there with this absolutely stunning lace down the side. It's beautiful. I do like my laces, I have to say. And again, this one is backed with tea-stained paper. And there's that vintage receipt. Love this idea. And I like how you've used the gold colour eyelets to pick out the gold in the leaves of this dangle. I love this. It's just such a nice idea. I've done it in a couple of my journals. I did it in my Christmas journal last year, And it just adds such a nice piece of interest. And there is something of interest on each and every one of these pages. And yet there's so much room. If you're a journaler and you like journaling in your journals, there's so much space in this journal to write in. Look at the hole up at the top there. And one of these gorgeous bookmark tags, as I call them, with all these just little tiny bits of interest, of detail that she's put on here. And it's back with German book page. And look at the bottom here, how the colours just all flow together. Let me just move that up slightly. All the blues from the script. It's just lovely. And this idea, oh gosh, when I saw this for the first time, I don't know about you guys, but I've not seen this done before, and I just thought it was so clever. Britta's created a pocket here with brown paper, and she's laid over the top with some lace and some daisy trim. And then this is a single image that she's cut into 3 to create, as I say, these bookmark tags, as I call them. And look at that, how gorgeous is that? That really is. And the tops of the bookmark tabs is embossed. Just lovely. And then there's some vintage script behind. Absolutely. Britta, I hope you don't mind, but please may I borrow this idea in my next journal. I love it. It's such, I've not seen it before, as I say, and I was just blown away when I saw it. I really was. More of this stunning collaging here. Just lovely. And I like how the black is almost the dominant feature here on the label, on the Finch, and again on the label at the bottom, the stitching. And Britta has used maybe 4 or 5 pieces of lace to create this page tab. And then that's the tiny little button. It's quite heavy actually, little silver button. Oh, this gorgeous, gorgeous flip out. Again, this is laid on the top, fussy cutting. Just so much to see, so much interest. And then on this side is another one of these tiny little can't get my words out. It's not a pocket, it's just a window detail, I think, with some acetate and a bird behind it. And then again, another window with acetate cut through the paper so that you've got that detail on this tag or this journaling card. And then all these are layered and fussy cut on. Just gorgeous. And then love this vintage ledger down the side of the page and inked. Just marries perfectly with more of this beautiful paper. And then this idea, Britta, yes, I love this idea. Britta has used 3 of these images. So you've got the first image there. The second one creates the main part of the tag or the journaling card, and then she's printed it again on vellum so that she creates a pocket that actually flows through perfectly from the main image on the top. I just thought that was so clever. And the blue here obviously picks up perfectly the blue down the side there that she's used. Absolutely lovely. Another one of the vellum flips. And these eyelets have been set perfectly into that vellum, just perfectly. And that is really difficult to do, I find. Absolutely. And then again, another one of these, I call them coin protector tags, this time with a blue butterfly in it. But just lovely. Love the delicate lace. And again, this time there's pale greys in this flower here, and Britta has picked it up on the paper clip that holds the tag in place. So it's just perfect. Sorry, I don't have enough superlatives for your journal, Britta. This envelope, I love the paper. I love the collaging. And when I saw through the window this document inside, I thought it was a vintage document until I opened it up. And I'll show you in a minute, everybody. There's fabric down the side here, fussy cut here, and stamping on the back. And when I opened it up, as I say, I thought I was going to find a vintage page inside. And actually, this is the note that Britta has written to me, which obviously is private. But it was just so cleverly done on coffee stained paper that it just looked like a vintage document. So that was lovely, Britta. It had me fooled until I looked at it closely. As you can see, Britta has lined her envelope. And I'm just going to pop that in. I've just got it in at an angle. So I'm just going to, whoops a daisy. Oops. I'm being a bit cat-handed here trying to get that in. It's completely my fault because there's nothing hindering it going in there. That's beautiful, and that just, I'm popping that over the edge of the page, and you can see how the colours pick up there. Just beautiful. As I say, oodles and oodles of space if you write in your journals. I don't. I'm a little bit of a sad person. I put them on my shelf. I lift them down and stroke them and treasure them and put them back up again. I don't write in my journals at all. I can't bring myself to. I just admire all the stunning work that you artists have done, and this is one that I am certainly going to treasure. Look at the tiny pink half pearls picking up the colour of the foxglove, and the greens again. Just love it. And then there's another vintage book page in there. I'm not going to lift that one out because they are a little bit delicate, and it's very similar to the previous one. Then the receipt there, back of the receipt. Look at the lace on this. And then this is a big journaling card, another window one. But look at the colours on this, and it's beautifully fussy cut. Love these labels. These are not Tracy Fox labels. These are ones Britta has obviously got from somewhere, but they're lovely. But I do love that pop of colour from that butterfly there. Just gorgeous, gorgeous. And then more of that lovely ledger and stamping. Oh, look at this pocket here. All the layering. And then another one of these lovely tags. I was completely fooled when I first saw this tag because these dots on the bottom butterfly on the wings, I don't know if you can see them, but they completely had me fooled because I thought that Britta had put tiny seed beads on there and glued them on, and it wasn't until I touched them that I realised that it's how good the image is and how 3D it looked, that it had me completely fooled. And it does, it really looks like there is a seed bead glued on there, but trust me, it's smooth. And again, there's a rusted bulb pin and beautiful, beautiful colours, picking up the colours of the tag. So every little detail is so beautifully thought out, Britta. It really is. And this is another one of those 3 image pockets. There's the first image, second, and then she's done it on the vellum again. Just amazing. And it's just a tiny little envelope. I do love this stitching over the edge of your pages and pockets and tags and things, Britta. My machine can do zigzag, but it doesn't do this overlocking, which is really just something different. I really like it. More stamping. And again here, Britta has inked this piece of lace so it marries up with this. And again, another one of the rusted paper clips, and this is the one that has that gorgeous little tiny bee on. It's so sweet. Really is. And even the faceted beads are almost like light coffee coloured to match in with this. More of the beautiful ledger down the side. Oh, you see, there is just something on every page. Really is. And And I just love all the detail, all the layering. And this one has beautiful journaling card and another window with some acetate. Just lovely. And another one of those, I'll call it a coin protector, but it probably isn't. And that's got some acetate in and a little picture of what looks like a bird that almost is like a woodpecker. Some stenciling, more collaging here. Oh, you need to teach me how to do this collaging, Britta. It is just exquisite. I love it. Another one of the dangles there. And then centre of the signature, again with her beads. And then another window envelope that's been made into a large pocket. And this is the tag or journaling card for that pocket. More collaging here. Oh, another corner tuck. And again, this one's hints of pink and the blue. And then another one of these very precious vintage postcards. This is not stiff like modern day postcards or even some of the ones later. This is quite thin, but I can see that it is true vintage. And actually, I thought it was 1929, but this one says 29th of August. Could almost be 1829, where they've not, it's certainly not 1529, which is how it looks immediately to the eye. It's almost like they've not taken the line through to create a proper 8, but I think it's more like 1829 than 1929, this one. Is that possible? I don't know. But that is lovely, Britta. Thank you so much for sharing that original with me. Another one of these beautiful bookmark tags. Absolutely lovely. Just and the little circles here on her lace, picking up the circles on the doily there. This is the final rustic lace tab with the butterfly on, and this time it's got pearl and clear faceted beads, and this is a white coloured pearl which is picking up the white on that piece of lace there. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful, Britta. I am so going to treasure this journal. I really am. This, you know, the trouble I've had trying to record my videos over the last couple of days. It's been so hot here in the UK that I almost frazzled my iPad yesterday trying to record a couple of videos. I probably had about 5 attempts at doing this. Even today, my iPad is not a happy bunny because of the heat. Yesterday it was up to 37 degrees, which here in the UK is unbelievable for us. We're so not used to it. We're not geared up for it. There was a minuscule breeze which made it bearable, but by late afternoon obviously it was way too much for my iPad, and it just closed itself right down. And when I went to lift it off the stand, it was so hot, so I think I'd almost frazzled it. And it's not working well today, so I have my fingers crossed that this is going to work this time. So as I said, I've gone through this journal so many times trying to do videos that every time I just find something new. I just can't stop browsing through it and flipping through it. It's just lovely. Again, another canvas image that she's printed with a little half pearl brad up there, rusted paper safety pin. Here's that receipt, back of the receipt, and then this lovely journaling card. I love these paper ruffles. I've never tried doing these. I've done lace ones and sari silk ones, but I must try doing it with paper. So many ideas, Britta. Thank you for the inspiration. Oh, and again, another one of these triple bookmarks. Just lovely. I love these bookmark tags at the best of times, but doing this cut image is just exquisite. And then that's the back of the journal. And as you can see, beautiful stamping by Britta on this fabric, linen fabric. And the cover is it's soft, but it's firm. So let me say it's malleable. It's quite flexible, but it's sturdy. So maybe there's a little piece of card in there or something to give added support. I don't think there's just two pieces of fabric there. I think there is maybe some card inside, sandwiched between the fabric. And then this is the back pocket. Sorry, those safety pins are just moving slightly. And gorgeous, look at these. You can see it's another vellum window tag. The blues for the butterfly, beautiful greys, which is picking up the grey on the background of this flower botanical image. Lovely pieces of lace. And she's even stitched round the outside with grey thread to, you know, just so everything fits together perfectly. And then this lovely image as well, with a label stuck on the top and a whale tail tab. And then this one is stitched in black because the image is has some black on this one. So your attention to detail, Britta, is just perfect. And I absolutely love, love, love this journal. I hope you can tell how gorgeous I think she is, and just how much I'm in awe of your lovely work. It is just fabulous. And please, everybody, if you don't know Britta, nip over to Instagram. As I say, her details will be in the description box down below. Go and check out her posts because she's got some fabulous images of things that she's made, and the inspiration will just hit you like a bus, I'm sure, because it does with me every time she posts something. You know, I run away and I and I have a little play. So you're going to be bowled over by all the lovely bits of work and posts that she's put on Instagram. I hope I haven't babbled too much, everybody. You know how much I get carried away. Thank you for indulging me, as always. Thank you for letting me share this lovely journal with you. And fingers crossed, this is the last time that I video this. And hopefully this time I can get it up on YouTube for you, Britta. I'm so sorry I couldn't manage to do that private video for you. I did it, but it just wouldn't send. So I hope you don't mind me sharing her publicly with everybody, but oh wow, I'm sure they will have been thrilled to have seen this. So thank you everybody so much, and a massive thank you to Britta. Take care everybody, have a lovely day, and if you're having a heat wave like us in the UK, I know some places in the world are, I hope you can manage to stay cool. Take care everybody, bye bye now.